Okay, Boz, I'd like to say something.
Yeah.
Arrowhead, I'm sure all of you know, was not my favorite course. But the changes y'all have made and the work that y'all have done out there is amazing. It is a great job. I mean, you're making that a very playable course. Thank you.
The first time I played it, we got the monthly, and I enjoyed the hell out of that, man. That was fun.
It really was. It's
I like
turning
that.
into a very playable course.
And the
It
new
really
holes
is.
are phenomenal.
Yeah.
Oh, they are. They're
Huge
great.
improvement.
They are really great.
I don't want to be a devil's advocate, man. I appreciate all the work. I know a lot of heart. I mean, understand. I've worked on courses for years. I understand what work goes into courses, but from a design standpoint, man, we have and understand this is not my opinion. I have matter of fact, I had two people come up to me at the Duo in Raleigh from east of 95. People from east of 95 to tell me that they played Arrowhead, and it's. From a design standpoint, guys, it's not, people aren't that stoked on it. And I'm not trying to degrade any hard work, because I understand the amount of work that Jeff Erickson, his son, have put into that course, and it's appreciated and it's awesome. But from a design standpoint, guys, every turnover shot out there is turned into a straight hole. It's straight shot after 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 straight shot. So,
Dave, if I can interrupt
yeah,
you
you
for
can.
just a
You
second.
absolutely can.
I mean, I'll be honest. Arrowhead Devils on Monday nights
Yeah.
have drawn more people
What
to
does
that
that got
course.
anything to do from the design?
What I'm saying is, it might not be the greatest designed course, but it's an easier course, and it's what brings people to the game. It makes them want to get better.
It was supposed to be an easy course. That's why we built it. That's why it is the length that it was. And it was an
No
easy
doubt.
course prior to all the changes.
Mhm.
Yes.
My only point, guys, is that I appreciate the work. I appreciate everything that's gone into that course, making it so much more than it was. And I went back and before I did this, I went back and I looked, and I missed one meeting this year. And that meeting, Boz, you put up a graphic of the changes, the proposed changes that were approved by the club. And from what it appears, all of those approved changes have actually happened. So there's nothing to bitch about there. It was proposed, it was approved, and the work has been done. But it has been expressed to me by multiple members of this club that the design and the placements that they thought were approved were not what was actually installed. And I don't have a problem with anything that's going on, but I do want to just state for the record that that's what, and it wasn't by me. I have no problem with what's going on out there, but it was stated that things were proposed, things were decided on, and then things got moved once the work was actually done. So it's, go ahead, Jeff.
What I have to say about that is the fact that those things were approved by 8 or so people that were coming out to the meetings early, and then when we went out there and actually dug the hole, things had changed a little bit with the 3 or 4 people that were now out there. So it wasn't something that I myself or Boz went out there and said, okay, we're going to dig that hole right there. I'm just saying, I'm just trying to let you know that that's the way it is. You know, when we were designing it, there was always 8 or 10 people out there. When we were digging the holes, there's 3 or 4.
Design by committee in and of itself is a weird thing to go through, there's no doubt.
Yes,
About it. That's why you have course designer, and not course designers.
Oh, you're right. It complicates the process so much
It does,
because people have strong opinions about the types of holes they like to see.
that's true.
But I will say that, you know, it is a process. You go and you scout out where you would like to put the new hole. You kind of maybe flag off a green area, you flag off a T area, but not until you cut that hole in, start, you know, looking at what nature gives you back till you make the final decisions on whether the T-pad or the pin. I don't think that we put any T-pad or pin down in an extremely different, we didn't take one and move it 60 feet, you know. It was all smaller movements.
You're exactly correct.
The point about the straight shots, there are some dead straight shots out there, but you know, there's a lot of holes where it appears that it's a straight shot. For instance, to me, hole 8 right now, you can throw a dead straight shot up there, but it's also got two curve, you can come in from the left or the right, so there's actually 3 shot. It's really a multiple lane hole.
I actually haven't played, that's new and correct.
It's the new way, it goes
I
straight
can't make
up
it
the
straight.
hill.
So just a quick question here, and I appreciate everything that you said, and I agree with everything that you said. I'm not here to point fingers, I'm not here to call anybody out, I appreciate the work, but like I said, this is what was expressed to me, and I feel like it needs to be shared with you guys.
But Arrowhead isn't a destination course, it's
It
an
never
on-the-way
has been,
course.
but
No,
at
you're
the
right.
same time, when I have two different people from not in this town, who came up to me and to do it, and made it their prerogative to express their lack of impressment, or whatever you want to call it. But they
So
came
what?
up to me and they were basically, so what?
So what? I mean,
I
so what?
respect,
I mean,
I respect the two people that came up to
well,
me and
that,
said
no,
that.
that's
That's
well
what's
taken.
so-
But what I'm saying is that Arrowhead is the little bit of crack that you give the guy you give the guy to get him hooked on heroin to go to Castle Haynes. Which is basically what I'm saying.
You can say that. There's
I mean-
a course out there that does not have to
Very
be
true.
14 straight shots.
Mhm.
There's a course out there that does not have to be, and that's what we do.
Well, I think part of the
14 straight
challenge
shots.
has been that, first of
But-
all, it was
but anyway,
poorly
but back to what I
designed.
was saying.
It was poorly designed from the get-go because the club didn't have any involvement in it, and the county designed and laid it out as
There
they
was
saw
no-
fit.
Well, that's not the
And I
case,
think the
actually.
challenge again is trying to redesign some of the holes,
And I think they're
and you're
yeah,
limited
it's
with what you can do. You're-
I mean,
Well, we got-
I'm not gonna say phenomenal, but I'm gonna say it's good work. But that's actually, Carl, the course was designed by a professional designer. The disconnect was when the county, specifically Tara Duckworth, made the decision to hire a person, and Boz can back me up on this, because Boz was there the day that that course opened, that the person that laid the tee pads and put in the baskets of that course had never even heard of disc golf.
Yep.
And the county totally decided on Tara Duckworth on her own to take the club out of it. She specifically said that we could not in any way help with the installation of that course. So the course was laid out in 2006 is when that course was designed. Ground was broken in 2012, 6 years later, and all they had were GPS points of tee pad here, basket here. They did not have trees that were to be marked. They did not have the shapes of the hole, which is why you have a tee pad facing 70 degrees in the wrong direction. So you're right. We've made an amazing course out there. And now, because of all the side talk, I've totally lost. I did have a specific
Well, you know,
point to
there
say,
are,
but
there are always gonna be criticisms. I know you can't please
you
everybody.
cannot. There's no doubt about that.
And
And I understand.
yeah, the criticism that there's 14 straight shots, I think that's maybe overstating it just a bit. You know, there's gonna be subtle curves in those holes as well. Hole 16, we moved the pad over to get it away from hole 15's pin and created a dead straight lane that did not exist. But the way I see that hole is it's now a straight shot, it's now a sidearm shot and a backhand shot, and now a thumber shot.
Or an Anheuser.
Or an
You can still
Anheuser.
say
It's
Anheuser.
different
That's right.
degrees of Anheuser, different degrees of angle on the hyzer on the sidearm. I think that it provides, once again, more options.
I
It
agree.
provides the people, look, you guys, one day when he was gonna shoot 18 down out there, but don't say it's easy yet till you go out there and shoot 18 down with all the sidearm.
That's right.
Don't say it's easy till you go out and shoot 18 down and every putt's within 15 feet. It's a training ground for us pros. And to the point of the guys that have criticisms, everyone in this room seems to feel that we have done really good out
I
there.
agree. I agree.
And the majority of the feedback I've been getting, no one's gonna come up to me and say, hey man, it sucks.
No,
But the majority of the feedback has been good.
it has been. And again, I'm not trying to diminish the appreciation of the hard work that's gone on that course. I do remember now, Boz, what I was going to address. You're exactly right. There has not been anything that has moved 60 feet. But the complaint that was expressed to me by multiple people, active club members, were that things were moved 15, 20 feet. Now, I agree with you that you're right. Once you get out there, there's a specific, proper way. There's a correct way to design a course. There's an incorrect way to design a course. I think we know the incorrect way was how Arrowhead was put together. So you're right, that you do get out there and things do change, without a doubt. As long as the people that are out there on those work days, and I want to specifically state that again, the people that are there at the work day. So if you don't go to the work day, then don't come to me bitching about the changes.
Amen.
Well, that's a good point.
So-
Our committee meetings
saying
are
that all
our
along.
work days. That's all one thing, and
Right.
every decision that was made by a group of people.
And it's designed by committee, and it's
Yes.
the best that it could be.
Yeah, so, you know, I will accept those criticisms.
But I do want to state that one more time.
Well, you know,
If you guys do not show up to the workday, if you do not put the work in, do not come to me and bitch about
Yeah.
what's out there. If you want to make a difference, show up, make your opinion heard, and do the work.
okay.
Dave, so, would just, you know, just moving the pins, you know, 10 or 15 feet left or right, would that solve most of their concerns, or?
I think that what the concerns that were expressed to me is that the specific course was laid out in a specific place, where you said, we're gonna put the basket here, we're gonna put the tee pad here. And then when the work was done, and Boz addressed it, it does happen, that the tee pad was moved here. And honestly, in a golf hole, 5 feet can make a big difference.
I agree.
15 feet, 5 feet maybe not. 15 to 20 feet to a certain extent.
It could though, if there's a key tree.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
Could
my
force
point
a
was
different
is
kind
that
of shot.
people expressed concern to me, and when they do that, it is my job to come to this meeting and express that concern to the club.
Right.
It's nothing personal. Again, I am so thankful and amazed at what Arrowhead has turned into, because it was a piece of. So I appreciate it, but like I said, when multiple people, if it was one person that came up and was bitching, I'd be like, look, shut up, go to the work days, you know, you want your voice heard, make your voice heard. But when multiple people come up, and then it's reinforced when I'm out of town, 2 more people come up and basically say the same thing that everybody else is saying, I feel like it's just my duty, unfortunately, to be the devil's advocate, and to come here and to bring it up, and to give other people opportunities to speak on it.
Right, makes sense.
So Dave, I've got a question, and I'm sorry, Dave. Were these people that had questions, were they AM players or pro players?
They were both. Some of them are active club members. Some of them are non-active but current club members, and everybody was a club member. Everybody is a current, not active, but current club member in the New England Disc Golf Club.
Okay.
5 people total.
All right.
I just had one quick thing to say about that, because I spoke to you about this. After we, for a temporary time, lose a couple of holes due to that ditch, we have a real opportunity in front of us. When that ditch is filled in and those trees are gone, we can have, or at least I would think, 4 or if not 5 holes, the opportunity to put a true AM hole and a true pro hole for, I think, 4 or maybe 5 holes on that back side of it.
I like that, I do.
And that right there, you can have, your pro hole doesn't necessarily have to be 100 feet longer. It
No.
can just have some turns.
Exactly.
And your AM hole can be, you know, maybe 50 feet shorter, maybe 20 feet shorter, but straighter.
Exactly.
And I
And
think
I
we
agree
have,
with that,
we
I
have a
do.
real opportunity
Yeah.
in front of us.
Because now you're challenging both.
Right. And I think, you know, and for us, like when we play a monthly, you say, okay, first round, all shorts.
Yep.
And then we move the baskets to the longs and the ones that are going to have alternate pins and all pros.
I would love to see alternate paths and alternate pins out there.
Or
think
even,
that would be
you know,
great.
if you signed up to play pro, okay, you shoot from the pro pad.
Yeah,
And if you signed up for AM, you shoot from the AM pad.
definitely.
I'll be honest, guys, I don't see it. I don't see it.
It's just not a lot of room out there for something like that.
Well, you know, to be quite honest, I don't want to see it. That is a blue level course. It might even be a white level course, but it is a very, very technical blue level course, and I would like it to stay that way. That's what it's for. That's why we put it in the ground. That's why we got it out there. We don't need. We have a pro course right there. You want to play pro golf? Go to Castle Hayes.
Well, I guess maybe to your point and to your point at the same time, when you've got those types of slopes, you do need alternate pin placements to move the erosion
Yeah.
to different spots to allow it to recover. If you look at our hole 9 at Castle Hayne, that's a good. If you look at our hole 7 pin, even hole 4, we had. If the pin's always in the same spot, it accelerates that erosion and it can never come back. So, alternate pin placements are gonna be a necessity, and especially on grass courses. And that's gonna be the principle, when we look at it and say, well, we're getting a lot of erosion here on the slope on hole 6 or whatever. Let's put one on, over here or shorter. I wish that those people had felt like they could come and talk to me, but I guess since I was kind of running everything in a sense, that maybe they felt like that I don't know. I'm not sure why. I feel like I'm an approachable guy, and I certainly don't want to make anybody angry. These people are very passionate about the sport. I will not say anything bad. They have a right to their opinions.
So there is a place and time to voice that opinion.
Yeah, I mean,
put your input into it.
We've spent a year putting together, talking and meeting and planning, and we tried to pull people along and come on out with, and tried to do the process as fair as possible. And this is what we've got: extremely limited, small piece of land.
And we've done the best, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
So, hole 8 real quick, Boz. So did you guys put it in that little?
no, it's not that little natural. You know that natural gully there? No.
Have you
It's
paid
on
this?
the edge.
Did you make those?
No, but there's room
That's like
to
stock.
move that hole even longer in his.
I can tell you right now
It's the
though,
most Castlevania-like hole out
Good
there.
stock.
you better make your putt. If you don't make your birdie putt, you're bogeying.
Well, that's what we want. I want some
That's what
side.
happens,
So that's what, in our opinion,
It goes
is
off.
three.
4 inches around.
Such a
Good stuff.
great. Or, I'm sorry, hole 2. Hole 2.
Yeah,
that's it.
Hole 2 is a great hole because it's a natural hyzer flip. That if you throw hyzer flip, then you are going to take whether you're going to be parked or you're going to be 30 feet down the hill.
It's a real
and then you
technical
have
shot.
and with your, that's right. It really is. So it's
But at least if you do hyzer, there's that open side.
You get one.
yeah, you're going to have a putt, but once again,
So
you better
get one of
make
those.
it because if you don't, you might roll 40 feet. That's what you want. You want
When you do get to play 8, you'll see. If you don't make your birdie putt, you're gonna bogey.
So when is
Ask Carl.
8? Is it going to be next week? This weekend?
It's
Come
already
on,
up
birdies
in
it
there.
every time.
Yeah, 8's already there. Yeah, 8's already there.
Yeah.
Holes 1, 2,
Tell the
and
truth,
3
Paul. You birdie it every time.
originally were
Every other
flat.
time.
No,
There was no use
And then
of elevation at
All
all.
the times I
The
don't birdie it,
pins
it's
and
a
pads
double
were very
bogey.
crowded. And visibility also was a problem. You don't want to hit the little kid.
Absolutely.
And now all 3 of those holes do have an element, even though it's subtle, of we used more of the slope. We did extend, I believe overall, the course is 230, 40, 50. It's significantly longer overall.
But there's no fluke to it.
This
That's
time-
one thing I
this
do
time
want
must
to
have
point.
been
That's one
before
thing
we
I
had
want
the
to point out
basket
is
flags.
there was an
Yeah,
immense
yeah,
amount
yeah.
of fluke in the original design.
This is,
And I don't see
2007,
that
I think.
flukiness in the new design.
Well, we want to
They're
reward
fair
skill.
I think it's
holes.
09.
Fair holes.
Some holes,
I think
I feel
2007.
more to the much habit.
It's alright.
So a pro can't show his skill.
How
if
much
he
more
feels like
roots
he
are
feel,
showing
you know.
now?
Yeah, the old 8 was a trick shot.
6
Let's
and 8.
not.
6 and 8 both were just terrible. Terrible. And now they are very good.
I got to stand up
Very
and
good.
I'm gonna go steal your
The only thing I would say on 8 is I think we need a little trimming around the green. A little
Yeah,
bit. Some of those smaller brushes.
I told my
And,
wife that same thing.
and maybe
I gotta
some,
stand
maybe
up.
some
I'm
of the right
dozing
side
off
of the
over
pins,
there.
just at the bottom.
Don't be dozing off. That's not
Because
good.
I know a couple of
There you
times,
go.
like,
He wasn't
I've done
dozing,
just
he
a
was
straight
sleeping.
putter down
Yeah,
there.
he was.
And it looks like, oh, it's
He had
gonna
one of those
ace.
falling dreams.
So I think we've covered this topic.
Okay, well, I appreciate that, and, I wish that they felt like they could come straight and talk to me, but maybe they're a little, that's okay. It went through you, you expressed their opinions were heard.
Yep.
And, I guess the point that you made earlier, it really, come and be involved.
Absolutely.
Come out and express your opinion, do some reading on the PGA website about what the guidelines they give. We really did try to stick to those guidelines. So anyway, thank you, that's fine.
Okay, but with all that cross banter, I mean, it's great. I mean, it's great input. I still appreciate everything you guys have done out
Isn't
there.
that how it started, Troy?
I'm absolutely.
I did appreciate it, but after what I've heard,
It sounds fun.
it really is not. I was was definitely a big
No,
proponent of leave it alone
I
for
just
a
hadn't
couple
shook
of
his
years
hand yet.
and see what trees come down in the storm and shit.
Well, I mean,
Pretty
no,
nice.
the course is what it is. It is a beginner course.
And I still
And
stand
that
with
brings
that. Keep the
beginners
changes
into the
let some
game.
storms come through.
And that's a great
See
thing.
what
It
happens.
is.
It brings beginners.
I haven't had a chance to play it yet.
Yeah.
I agree.
You know, we're trying
Wait till you
to go
see
out there
the
and
new
shoot
8.
it.
If you don't make your putt, it's a bogey.
Oh, really?
Trust me, I've made no bones about it, that
You gotta
I'm,
shoot good.
I don't care for the
Alright.
course that much, because it is a short, beginner course. But I'm starting to warm up to it, I really am.
You get bored
Yeah,
with it,
15.
No, I'm starting to warm up to it, I really am.
Did you see them?
Yeah.
There's like 20 of them. We gotta get rid of those.
I know.
Cause they're gonna
Okay,
hurt
cool.
somebody.
I know, this
So
is
we'll move
ridiculous.
on. I put that near
Thorny
the
bush
back
or whatever it
in the
Devil's
discussion
club is what it
section,
is.
but
Is that what
since you
it
brought
is?
it up now, that's fine.
Couldn't believe I
We
know.
got it there now.
Hey, you're welcome.
Alright. So we'll move on to the tournament committee report here.
Big step.
I know we've had good attendance at the tournaments. It's guys are posting on Facebook, on everyone is seeing, and those guys that are taking pictures and posting that stuff
Yeah,
up,
me too.
man, that's,
I'm real hot and cold.
that's just wonderful. I mean, there's our instant
Thank you, guys.
record.
I can do some
You
French
know, you
onion
go
to
back
it.
and look and see their score. I mean, it's just
Big step.
warm fuzzies all over for that.
Oh yeah, one last thing. We had a fella play on Black Friday, and he was from out of town. His daughter goes to UNCW, and he was in from Ohio. He had no idea where hole 1 was. He said it took him an hour to find the park.
Well,
But he played, and I happened to be right there when he showed up, and I walked the whole course with him, and we played it. He shot a 6 over, and he was tickled pink.
Nice.
we didn't
Very
get beat
nice.
down, number one. I'm sure he was allowed to at least get some shots out.
Yeah, I mean,
You know,
he was tickled to death. He was like, I should have played better, but
That's what Arrowhead is, though. I mean,
Yeah.
that's an
it'll bite
introduction
you.
course.
It will bite you. if you
That
mess
is
up.
exactly what it is.
You know, I saw a guy out there the other day with his 8, 9-year-old kid, and the kid was, it looked like he was in training. You know, he had the gear and the suit, and his dad was showing gear, they're playing the same game.
You
It
should
was
see
pretty
Eric's.
cool.
You should see Eric's little boy.
Yeah,
He's
we're,
about 8 years old. He can out throw Eric right now because Eric's got a cramp in his neck.
with these two
Rosie?
coaches, don't be surprised if the next world champion comes out of Wilmington, North Carolina, next junior world champion.
Oh, without a doubt. We got some players around
We
here.
are
We do.
packed. Okay, good. Well, let's move on to, we're in our tournament committee. The times for the pro and am skins. I wanted to nail down the times. Do we know if it's morning or afternoon or noon?
No,
Or yet?
I was hoping for afternoon.
Let the guys play.
You know, it's probably gonna be cold weather, I'm just saying. Do we wanna go out there at 9, or would we rather do it at 1? You know, and we don't even know if it's gonna get rained out, but let's just say.
So 14th, 21st is which one's pro, which one's in?
Am's first.
Dams 14th, pros 21.
Yes.
Those are Saturdays.
Sunday. The
Sunday,
rain is
Sunday,
after the final.
day after the,
Yeah.
next weekend, next Sunday.
Because some of us could still get in. We could.
Oh, yeah, it's a race.
By the skin of our teeth, we could still get in.
Well, then I guess the question is, since everyone knows it's on Sunday, I'm assuming people that are in the hunt are gonna hold that day off.
I could do
Their
it.
schedule, so that they can come whenever it is.
That's what sample. You can
Well,
see the
then-
wires
then-
on
I mean, we can set a time.
We could go ahead and set a time, and if anyone says, hey, man, I
We can
can't.
say, which I don't know, cause Sunday people might be at church tomorrow and play later. Yeah, it might be.
Yeah,
Well,
I'd
if you
like to
are
play,
doing
I'd like to
church-
play in the afternoon.
That's fine.
11 noon.
I mean, I can do noon, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
High noon at the castle.
I knew.
Is that enough time for any people that might be in church to get out there?
Record a football game, right?
Y'all need some Jesus.
Let's just make sure
We
we
need
make
some treats.
somebody that's actually going to be playing in the ham skins. Make a post to it, please. So that nobody
Yeah,
forgets.
everybody, I think everybody that's gonna be in it is here.
Carl,
Except for
I
Chi.
nominate you to make a post
And I'll
about
just
the
have to
ham
make sure
skins, since
Chi,
you're going
well,
to play
Chi,
it,
that
right?
4th place spot is still
You're
How
gonna
do
play
we
the
make a
ham
post?
I don't think anybody's.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's locked in anywhere.
Locked in. So
It's a horse race.
who's top 4 right now?
I think
in
it's
skins?
Carl, myself, Chi, Jeff Erickson
That's all.
Yeah,
that's
Robbie.
all bagger.
is the running.
That's the road. Right,
Not in any sort of order.
Right, right.
Well, one of you 4 make a post, so that
Noon, if noon's
nobody
good with you, noon's good
forgets.
with me.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Okay, we'll go noon right now for that. And then the pro.
Good place.
Just call
And
it.
I think the pro is in the air too, isn't it?
It absolutely is.
Hey, how about the pros? We've got a guy that's gonna be battling, is he gonna be playing in another tournament, or?
I'm
Is he
not
gonna
gonna
be
be,
at the monthly?
I don't know, man, I'm gonna roll that dice on Thursday next week to find out, but Scott Crouch and Keith Cox said they're gonna play. If they can get first and second, I'm pretty much a shoe-in. So,
I mean-
yeah, I don't know, I'm down for whenever. Sunday is wide open for me, I don't care.
I just wanna say noon tentative for pro.
We'll just call them noon both, and if it's a scheduling issue, we can handle it right quick, like,
Are you gonna be able to record it this year?
yes, I'm do it, planning on telling me that.
Boy.
It's,
Thank you.
it's, kind of part of the prize in a sense.
Exactly.
You know.
Yeah.
I should do the commentary.
No, I've already
It's
cleaned the
cleaned
commentary,
out.
so.
You and Jarhead,
And,
Yeah.
commentary.
No, God.
Exactly.
No,
Get
no,
Jarhead.
I can't claim
That would be
come
great
on.
commentary.
So, yeah, it's
One,
important
two,
to the
three.
whole process.
Not while you're playing. You'd be asked.
You gotta do it in that Australian voice.
Yeah, the AMs are set. The AMs are set. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. The AM is, nobody can
Oh,
come
yeah.
up and
Oh,
kick
yeah.
you guys out. It is going to be Chi, Jeff, Drew, and Carl. So if you guys are cool with noon on Sunday, then
Me?
on Sunday is what it is.
Jeff Robinson.
Jeff
What I say?
Roberts.
Yeah.
See, all I gotta do is, I gotta do Rudy,
Yeah.
and Wolf by 4 spots in the next monthly, and I'm in. So,
Good luck with that.
That's close, right? I'm sorry, what is his nickname?
about 4 spots.
Close.
Not-
Movies?
Fairway Jeff.
Fairway Jeff.
Fairway
that's it.
J.
Fairway J.
Yeah.
That's it.
I wish I could
You
have
know,
seen
he
his
came
ace.
up with that and just insisted that we all call it.
No,
More like George Costanza, T-Bone.
It was so cool. It was a great little.
I just call him
skit
coffee.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's all an orange
You
disc,
should told you
orange
should have
gloves,
waited till
orange
the
skirt.
monthly to do it. Could have gone home with
Mhm.
300, almost
$400.
yeah, almost 400 bucks.
I talked to Jay Clark last night.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah,
And
That's what he said.
Gloves.
He said,
He wants to be called.
we
yeah, he
confirmed
wants to be
July
called the Fairway
26th
J.
for his ECO date.
Yep, that's
Now,
right.
he had been having some scheduling problems and called me and wanted to go come again to Arrowhead and do us twice in one season.
Oh, that'd be
But then
great.
I said, go, do it, but they worked it out.
Okay.
They worked out the scheduling stuff, but it might happen next year, who knows?
That would be cool.
I'd like to see those raining.
Go figure that one, huh?
And
I
if
mean,
it
as long as
fails,
there's like,
fails.
dude, you guys put 90 people there, man. Somebody.
The thing about
Somebody's getting
You
hurt.
get 40 or 50. It
Yeah.
can hold.
we do that in doubles.
That's
Yeah,
no, you-
Monday night double, you get 40 people at least.
No, you
On
can
Monday
do
night.
72 at Arrowhead. I don't know about 90.
It kind of implied that he liked the style of the course for what he does. He said, make some sentence like that, so
That's cool.
that's great.
Who was that?
Jason
Who was-
Clark. Jay Clark
In
and
a
East
hockey
Carolina.
similar to
Yeah.
Arrowhead,
Oh,
short,
yeah.
stout.
Played a
I
hockey.
mean,
I don't know.
The whole thing with Bobby Hinn, I feel a little bit responsible for that whole miscommunication, because he did talk to me at the Azalea, and I felt bad about some of the posts that we had to post up and basically say we haven't got a team together. If that's something that we wanna try to do, somebody on the tournament committee or somebody,
I spoke to Bobby last week.
okay, good.
And we're good.
So are you putting a little team together or
I'm not,
something?
I'm not putting a team together, but he is going to inform
Yeah.
me, you, and you
Mhm.
when the next event is,
Okay,
and then we're going to put it out there to form a
way
team.
ahead of time.
Absolutely.
That's fine.
I'm stupid, I didn't show up to that meeting. What was that about?
Bobby Hinn is doing a team event, but it's multiples. It's not like the NCTI or the VTI, which is one time a year.
Okay.
Bobby Hinn is doing multiples. What is it called, Drew?
Carolina Team Club Challenge.
Carolina Team Club Challenge, and it's 8-person teams,
One female.
one female.
Pro and Am?
Absolutely.
They do a doubles.
And it's it's a
Well,
doubles.
it's one day.
Yep,
They do a doubles and a singles.
it's 2 rounds.
And it's once a year, or is
No,
it?
no, it's
No,
multiple
it's-
times a year.
It's whenever, yeah, it's whenever they can get.
And they'll, it's at different courses all over the state. So what Bobby will do is when he has one schedule, when he figures out a course that'll let him do it, and he's ready to do it, he'll inform all the team captains, and team captains are multiple people in the club. So us 3 are on the team captain list for that. He'll say, okay, this is our next one, it's gonna be here, it's gonna be on this date. So we'll post on Facebook and we'll say, okay, you entered this club, let's get a team together. And basically, man, it's,
Is there gonna be tryouts?
no, I think it's whoever, well, I mean, it depends on how much, interest we have. You know, we'll put it out there, say who wants to play.
This is exactly what I was trying to get together
Yeah,
with
absolutely.
the Tri-County,
Yeah, okay, and I think that the fact that he's specifying club brings in people that aren't, you know, pros.
That's right.
But
I
it's
say
a chance for people like you and me and, you know, whoever.
Like me.
Yeah.
Like Matt, just like.
Oh, Chew, you can't play, no. You can't play, Chew, no.
So yeah, so there is nothing
You're
planned
bowling.
right
You
now.
can't play.
There's nothing planned right now, but he does have something in the works and he
It'll
will.
be on
announce
your
it,
bowling
yeah,
night.
when it comes out.
Good.
Now, they say just one
Just
team for every
one.
club, if we got 16, we can put two.
Bowling nights Wednesday nights.
I think it's just a New Hampshire Disc Golf Club is going to field a team.
So is
Now,
this
we
a
have
points
interest in
race
it.
kind of deal for?
No,
No,
this is
no,
just a
straight out.
single event.
Winner take all trophy, they give you a trophy you take back to your club.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, maybe
That's
the
a trophy.
If
That's
the
awesome.
trophy
rotates.
get that trophy,
Nice.
keep it.
Yeah, the trophy
Like
rotates, so
5
like it's got a little plaque on it,
It's
so
like
if
the
we
Stanley
win,
Cup.
we'll get our New Hampshire Disc Golf Club, and then keep it till the next event, and we bring it to the next
That's like the
event.
VTL.
All right, well, what's the chances of us, bringing those to Castle Hayne?
Possibly, absolutely, why not? Why, yeah.
Yeah.
He would probably jump at the chance to.
He's based out of Raleigh, so. I mean, it could
Well,
be
I
anywhere.
mean, Castle Hayne is that's a prime location.
I know.
I'll tell you what, with the
So-
success that we have getting together, like just off the cuff tag matches, there's gotta be a way we can do tryouts and just
Oh,
like,
certainly.
hey, we get a 4 or 8 person AM team, an 8 person
You better
team.
know it, yeah.
Call for tryouts on Facebook.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
I'll do that tonight.
Yeah, call for tryouts.
Yeah, as soon as we get.
I'm
the
down
information,
for that.
We'll do that. I'll hit numbers up, and you can
Hell
throw
yeah.
it together, you can
I'm
be
all
team
about
captain.
that.
Absolutely.
Well, we gotta try out on neutral ground at Curry Beach.
Oh, wait a minute.
I'm just
Drew.
pretty good at the castle.
I like that
Come on, man. Don't
Hey,
go
Drew,
around.
did you suddenly go,
Yeah,
I
she
mean,
can
just
reverse.
all of a sudden there?
I'm drinking the Paps. I'm gonna
Okay, well, yeah, you went, you did. So,
Actually, I think it's always been that
He's so
way.
tall, he can have a throw over his shot.
That reserve's already in it.
oh, don't get me wrong, I love Curry Beach, but they put the overhead mandos in, so I can't play it now.
Do you have the doubles kit for Castle Hayne?
Absolutely.
Okay, we need to just get that to Chris Wolf, because he's raring to go. I actually have already put it on the calendar, what his
Yeah.
Sunday doubles is.
And also, I'm changing in the kiosk, I didn't mean to interrupt,
No,
but
go.
I'm changing in the kiosk because he requested me last Sunday to change, the times. I'm gonna go in,
Oh, okay, what are the
and
times,
change
the new
it.
times
It's-
he wants?
they sign up starts at 10 and they start at 10:30.
Oh,
That's fine.
so let's say 11 now.
And is this a
No, it says
typo?
earlier. It
Is
says
this a
sign up
typo
start
on
at
the agenda?
9:30
Damn,
and
that's a
play
typo.
starts at
Thank
10.
you. That's supposed to be Sunday.
But I'm
It's
gonna change that
Sunday,
to
right? Not
kiosk,
Saturday.
It should be
probably
on Sunday
tomorrow.
on the calendar though.
Cool, good.
Okay.
I'll
Yeah,
check,
it
I'll
is.
double check that.
It is on Sunday on the calendar. Calendar is
But I will change that tomorrow.
So he's
Okay,
gonna
good.
get, he's gonna get our Castle Hayne double box along with our ace.
And we need to slide him some membership kits.
I don't
too.
think I think the ace pool needs to start from scratch.
Yeah. Cause
I mean,
he's already got an ace pool.
So we're gonna say this is the Wednesday night ace pool and this is the Sunday
Yeah,
doubles
absolutely.
ace
Yeah,
pool.
oh, yeah, yeah.
They still do.
No, he's already got an ace pool.
Well,
He started.
That's
Well,
what
his thing is he wants to run, whenever it's over, he wants to find a way to pay the ace pool out if it hasn't been won.
I agree
Mhm.
with that. That's
And that ends
smart
the
shit.
season,
Yeah.
there's no
Yeah.
carryover, no
and see,
issue.
I know in previous years they did winner take all.
Well, last year with Bent Tree, they took the ace pool. Nobody hit the ace pool, so they had a big
No, I'm talking about in the
cookout.
double.
They paid for a big
Well,
cookout
they
for
can
it.
take
So-
the ace pool and have payouts.
And I went to it.
Well, right is-
Free beer, free food, I was all
In years
about
past,
it. So,
That's
they
a good
paid
way to
out
give it
winner
back
take
to you,
all.
huh?
yeah, it is.
If they're now under our club doubles, are they gonna
Yeah.
pay our pay scale?
He's willing to conform to whatever we ask him, so when you talk to him, y'all just work out the nitty gritty, but I already had an hour-long phone conversation with him.
Was anybody gonna play Sunday double? I'm going to Charleston tomorrow, Charleston Classic. I got in.
I'm gonna
Classic
play,
nice.
hey, I'm gonna play Sunday, so
leave
I'll
you
talk
the
to him.
box. I'll leave you the box. You can-
Okay, all right,
Minus the ace pool, and I'll
Okay.
give Good Murphy the ace pool. That way he's.
yeah.
And
money's
that
out
ace
of mine.
pool goes, we hold that till summer
Wednesday
doubles,
night doubles. Yeah.
or Wednesday night, okay.
But, Wolf's ace pool is already up like over $100,
Awesome.
so.
Awesome.
Okay, good. All right, that's pretty much it, unless anyone has anything else to add.
I did.
Go ahead.
This store was on here. I know that we ordered this, and the night that it came in, Jarhead wasn't there, so we put them all in the castle bins, and it kind of filled them out nice. And I think we should just reorder for area instead of splitting what we got at castle.
If we're moving the product appropriately and we don't have an overstock, and it makes things easier, then I think that's a good move.
And also,
I mean,
If
we're
we
moving
got
our-
empty
moving our
bins we
product-
just bought last year.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we ordered 60 discs and we were gonna split them between Castle Plain and Arrowhead. Well, when we didn't split them to Arrowhead, they went to the Castle bins and it kind of filled the bins that we had at the Castle.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, you know,
Well,
Okay.
Jarhead has very full bins right now for Arrowhead.
Does he really?
He does- oh, yeah.
We're kinda chintzy.
I haven't been to Arrowhead, I haven't seen the payout, I haven't seen the disc bins.
2 months ago, I thought they looked kinda chintzy, but that was 2 months ago, so I haven't been last month.
But I know their bins are mostly Innova.
And
You didn't get any of this new.
Well,
last
it-
60
it-
discs.
Serious?
I
thought
think
it was
we
the
need
exact
to
opposite.
get together
No,
and
we
split
split
up.
the Azalea vote.
He's got 4
between
bins
Castle
and he
and
condensed them to 2 and they're 2 really full bins, so.
Well, I still think we need to get the entire disc that the club owns in one room and 4 or 5 people to figure out.
I
how to
agree,
do
I
it.
agree.
So,
Absolutely.
Yep.
Cause I see a lot of premium plastic, I don't see a lot of starter plastic at all.
No, we don't have very
No,
much.
not a lot of DX
At
stuff,
all.
yeah.
So that's cool, I agree, I think, so, can we do that? Does anybody wanna?
I think that ought to, probably needs to happen, it could happen at the January 3rd or the.
Well, I know the
that
Castle
area
Disher and
right there.
Cheese
Perfect.
stores locker.
January 3rd, let's bring every disc,
Sure.
New Haven Disc Golf Club owns to there,
Yeah,
and then we'll take a look at it. Sweet.
Hey Heath,
That's another
are
one.
you
I asked.
priced out whether
When we
get, like,
played the
a
membership,
bulk order
the
or,
bag
like,
tag
BT
round,
plastic for
are we
frozen?
paying out?
Cause now they're starting to make a lot of their.
No,
molds
it's
and
just the
it's-
$10.
$10 goes
Okay.
in. $10 goes in.
Yeah.
But
Or
it's
if you want to
basically-
Well, I think with all the discs there, we might burn up some of these vouchers everybody has stashed.
Well, say,
It's
bring your
whatever
vouchers,
my,
and you can
price
use your
discount
vouchers at the
is.
biggest store that
So
you're.
it's-
Yeah.
I mean,
Only since we
it's-
decided not to,
it's-
they don't have a sell by date.
Yeah.
So who's
Uh,
making the post for
yeah, I got
the
the-
January 3rd?
I'll do it. I got
Look
it.
into it.
You got it?
Yeah, sure.
I guess
Add that
for
in
the
there.
next meeting, whatever you find out.
Yeah.
So it's sign up
That
at
way-
9:30, we're
that way
using the
we
same
have-
rules as like you were here
Monthly.
earlier,
Yeah.
like a
Same
month,
thing as monthly.
exactly.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
continuous 36.
We're gonna play 2 rounds straight up and then we'll chill.
Chill and grill.
So I tried to rent a
Bras.
gazebo for the
BB
3rd,
trilogy stuff.
but at
These
Arrowhead
bras.
Park, they don't allow you to rent
It
the
does,
gazebo.
yeah.
They said it's
It
first
does
come,
go
first
first.
served, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, well, we got this.
Well, there we
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
All day.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm
January
saying. Never
3rd.
say this, sorry, 'cause
Get there.
I'll meet you
Now
at
they
the
get
regular
there.
birthday party.
We're gonna be there at
around
9:30 on
10
January
o'clock.
3rd.
System works for
Watch
us.
us be
Yeah.
surprised.
Yeah.
There are a bunch of Hispanics
Somebody
there.
over-
Well, I'm thinking at Arrowhead, and they get 48 doubles. You know, you guys that play the Castle is gonna come down. It should be
This is January 3rd we're talking about?
January 3rd.
Bunch of Mexicans holding a
I've got
big,
a bunch
huge
of big,
party.
huge coolers I can bring.
Oh, God, again with the racism.
And I can,
He's such a racist, he is.
Are we still in the tournament?
Yeah.
Carry
I'll
on?
get in touch.
Raised to
with
hate you.
Yeah,
We'll, as it gets closer,
I'll get with you,
I'm
Phil.
gonna post up some stuff online, we'll work it out for sure.
Because we've had to do the same thing with our cookouts down the street, so.
So I
Let's
had
see,
an
Americans.
interesting
Yeah.
conversation. I had an interesting
What are the French
conversation
guys?